Hey there, hold tight. We personalize TV advertising. Like Facebook did with online ads, we help marketers to do deep targeting on live TV.
So we figured there are two problems currently with the traditional TV advertising. One is the user is disrupted in his behavior watching TV, and the second one is there's no engagement. So he can't, even if he sees something that's interesting for him, he can't really go and engage with that. So what we've built is an ad that is generated on top of the TV picture, and that has basically two components to it. One is the content, and the other one is the user itself. So what we'll see in a demo as soon as it starts is a content-based recommendation based on what is on TV. In our example, it will be based on Germany's Next Top Model. You'll see a car, and since the system knows that I'm interested in cars and currently in the market to buy a new car, it will give me a picture on top of the video, and I can interact with the remote to get on my mobile phone recommendation of car dealers or information about that. Yeah. So now we see that. So in another example, another user would be a woman who's not interested in cars but in clothes, and she would see at the same time in the same advertisement spot an ad for clothes. So here I get my car, I can press the green button. Yeah. Oh, and we should see on the mobile now, as soon as it's set up, we will see a pop-up of this for this car. We have another use case later that we can follow the same technical background.
If I can say it, so the important thing is that we have the user information, we have the content, and this is the perfect opportunity. So we actually know what the user is doing because we are watching what he is watching on the content side, on the backend, and we can combine the user data with the things that he's watching by analyzing the video over the subtitle recognition software or something like that, and then we can provide him with the ads that he really wants to see. So we don't want to disrupt the user experience by showing some traditional embedded ads. So that's my goal here. As a user, I don't want to be disrupted. I want to watch my movie from the beginning till the end. And I want, if I have to see some ads, I want to be targeted ads that I can really use.
So in this example, we see, for example, Hugo and Klaas going to Venezuela, and our system knows that Venezuela is mentioned on the TV content, and automatically puts an overlay on top of this for me to plan my next trip. This is a globe really animated to go to geolocations and showing me Venezuela. And on the Smart TV app, I will see the VecD API to actually book this trip.
Thank you.
So, Team Goofi, what are the questions?
I understand that personalization is a hard problem that many smart people have been working on the last years. I understand the second part of the equation about the subtitle recognition, but the first one, how do you get the profiling into the profile?
I think that this is possible through the addressable TV with the metadata from telecom operators, or through the user accounts.
How would they give you access to them?
We analyze Twitter.
You know that in Germany maybe 1 million people at max is active on Twitter, so it's almost that it's not really relevant. So that's exactly the point of my question here.
If we do the same with Facebook, if we just put a Facebook API, like the guys, I think from IBM they had something like that, where you could just see, or 7TV API also has something like that, where you just see what is my interest. I'm interested in cars, I'm interested in Opel, or am I more interested in fashion or something?
Okay, it would be like having the access to the pages that the user likes and building a profile based on that, is that?
Exactly.
Or but it would require an active opt-in by the user to have access to this sort of data.
Yeah, so we thought about who would install an app for that. So it should be part of the ecosystem, should be part of the 7TV app, and then user can connect with Facebook to that.
Well, I don't really have a question. I should come up with something. I really love the solution. we often see that problem that you might need to personalize these ads for like 10 million people at once at some point.
That's a good point. That's exactly what we try to automate here.
Yeah, but that's I think that nowadays that's not a problem. So with the technology that we have, this is I don't see this as an issue.
You thought
how do you use the second screen? I totally got what you're doing on TV, but how do you link it with the second screen?
The second screen is just so I see some advertisement, and what would I do with it? So there is a message there. So if you want to interact with it, or if you want to use this, or if you want to click it, then you just press a button and you get this on your second screen, which is connected through the circuit connection or from your device.
Because the issue we want to solve is interacting. So we want to have this user engagement part, right? And this you can only do on the second screen because nobody wants to enter credit card information.
So users have to register upfront, so
So you need an app that integrates those solutions. And that's where we said should be 7TV app because users already have it. And also they get an incentive to get the app with this solution.